Piyasa-Zyxoplatform.com is not a trading service and not a financial platform. It is a fraudulent website that has already been identified by browsers as dangerous and untrustworthy. There is a simple principle that applies to online financial crime without exception. When a platform hides itself from users, it will also hide their money. Piyasa-Zyxoplatform follows this principle exactly. From the outside, the website attempts to resemble a trading or investment service, but the moment it is accessed, modern browsers issue a direct and serious warning. This is not a coincidence and not a technical error. It is the result of accumulated risk signals that indicate fraud, phishing, or active financial theft. When users attempt to open the site, browsers such as Opera display a full-screen security alert warning that the website may be hacked or fraudulent and that sharing confidential information could lead to identity theft or financial loss. These warnings are not shown lightly. They appear only when a domain is connected to known scam infrastructure, when malicious scripts are detected, when users have reported stolen funds or compromised data, or when the site matches patterns associated with previously dismantled cybercrime projects. Legitimate brokers, exchanges, or financial institutions do not appear on these warning lists. The presence of such an alert already places Piyasa-Zyxoplatform in the highest possible risk category. The domain itself reinforces this conclusion. Piyasa-Zyxoplatform.com was registered on the 25th of September in the year 2025. At the time of analysis, it had existed for only a matter of weeks. This is a critical red flag. Fraudulent trading websites rarely aim for longevity. Instead, they follow a predictable cycle. A new domain is launched, deposits are collected aggressively, withdrawals are blocked through invented fees, complaints begin to surface, and the domain is abandoned. The same operators then reappear under a new name, repeating the process. The short lifespan of this domain fits perfectly into that pattern. The registrar used to purchase the domain adds another layer of concern. The site was registered through Mainreg Inc., a registrar that appears repeatedly in investigations involving high-risk and fraudulent online projects. This registrar is known for allowing anonymous registrations, minimal identity verification, and limited response to abuse reports. While not every domain registered through such a provider is fraudulent, the concentration of scam platforms using the same registrar is statistically significant. By contrast, licensed financial institutions typically use high-trust registrars with strict verification and compliance standards because their domains are core assets tied to regulated operations. The website itself provides no legally required transparency. There is no company name, no registration number, no country of incorporation, no licensing information, and no reference to any regulatory authority. There is no physical address, no risk disclosure, no client agreement, and no terms of service outlining rights and obligations. A platform that claims to offer trading or investment services cannot legally operate without authorization from regulators such as the Financial Conduct Authority, Cyprus Securities and Exchange Commission, the Australian Securities and Investments Commission, the United States Commodity Futures Trading Commission, or the German Federal Financial Supervisory Authority. Piyasa-Zyxoplatform operates with none of these. This alone confirms that it is not a broker, not an exchange, and not a financial institution of any kind. Another alarming detail is the way the website behaves when accessed directly. In many cases, the domain displays a blank page, a browser warning, or extremely limited functionality. In some instances, content appears only when accessed through a specific referral link. This behavior is characteristic of so-called private scam panels. In such schemes, victims are contacted individually by someone presenting themselves as an analyst or account manager, often through messaging applications. The victim is then given a personalized link that unlocks a fake dashboard showing fabricated balances and simulated profits. This restricted access allows scammers to reduce visibility, avoid search engine indexing, and delay detection by security services. Once funds are deposited, the dashboard shows artificial growth designed to encourage additional payments. When a withdrawal is requested, the platform introduces new requirements in the form of taxes, account unlocking fees, insurance charges, or verification payments. None of these charges have any legal basis. They exist solely to extract more money. After the final payment or once the victim refuses to continue, communication stops, the account is blocked, and the website often disappears entirely. The use of Cloudflare protection further supports this assessment. Cloudflare itself is a legitimate and widely used service, but it is frequently exploited by scam networks to hide the real location of servers, shield malicious infrastructure from takedowns, and bypass geographic or regulatory blocking. When Cloudflare shielding is combined with an anonymous registrar, a newly registered domain, and active browser fraud warnings, the probability of legitimate operation approaches zero. Equally telling is the complete absence of any online reputation. Searches across major review platforms, forums, and social networks reveal no credible user feedback, no independent discussions, no corporate profiles, and no historical mentions. Legitimate financial platforms leave a digital footprint long before they attract customers. They appear in regulatory databases, industry publications, social media, and user communities. Piyasa-Zyxoplatform has none of this. Its silence is not the silence of a new startup preparing for growth. It is the silence of a disposable fraud site designed for short-term exploitation. When all these elements are considered together, the picture becomes unmistakable. A domain registered only weeks ago, a registrar associated with scam activity, anonymous hosting, complete lack of legal documentation, browser-level fraud warnings, hidden functionality, and zero reputation form a combination that is not accidental. It is a blueprint. This is the same infrastructure used by organized scam networks operating across multiple regions, launching and abandoning domains at high frequency while targeting victims through direct contact and psychological manipulation. The final conclusion is clear. Piyasa-Zyxoplatform.com is a phishing and investment fraud website created solely to steal money and personal data. It should be avoided under all circumstances. No legitimate trading or investment activity takes place on this platform, and any funds sent to it should be considered irretrievably lost. If you encounter this site, close it immediately and do not provide any personal or financial information. When a platform is already flagged by browsers as dangerous, it is not a warning to investigate further. It is a warning to stay away.